Welcome everybody to the National Racing League, race 14 out of 16. We got 3 races left this season, and today we are here at Kansas. I'm joined by 2 co-commentators today, Owen and Tyler, aka Vince Scap.
Hey.
You haven't been here in a while, man.
I
Yeah.
know.
Schedule this week here at Kansas. Tomorrow night we do start our mini truck season. That's going to be at Michigan. But we have Kansas tonight, and then we go to Phoenix next week, and then we're going to go to Homestead to end the season off. Points entering today's race. Lane Graves has that points lead. He's 14 points over Dave Tallman, who's in second. Dave did not have that good of a race last week as he just lost the draft late race or whatever and has stayed green the rest of the way. Third is Brian Russo. He won last week. And I don't know, he's looking to keep his momentum here at Kansas. Harley Johnson dropped the spot. He's P4. Shapiro 5th. Jara 6th. Carter 7th. Marino 8th. Perry 9th. And then Drew Lepsack is 10th. Really, only changes are Tallman losing points to Lane, and then Brian with his win gaining points on Lane Graves. Anybody that stands out for y'all?
I just honestly hope that neither of the B3 Designs cars hold that championship trophy at the end of the season. I'm really hoping that either Dave Tallman pulls out a great comeback in these final 3 races, or a meteor strike happens that takes out the league.
Okay.
Owen?
Wow.
Yeah, well, you look at the standings, and then you see, does B3 have that, consistency on these mile and a halves? And I don't see that. We've seen Dave over the last, this second half of the season really pick up the pace, more on the short tracks, but his best opportunity is, honestly, it's probably going to take Lane getting another speeding penalty. Lane is going to be up front for most of the race, I'd imagine. He's got a little bit of competition today, and let's see. It should be a good race.
Yeah, we will see. Qualifying has 2 minutes 45 seconds left. Lane still yet to go out to set his qualifying lap, as we still do a bonus point for whoever does get the pole time. So it could be huge for, any point, every point matters. So if Lane, there he is right now, just got into the car, he's going to go for his qualifying lap. It's 1 lap qualifying, so no mistakes for him. Right now it's Shapiro on pole, but going to go through our race sponsor today. We got B3 Designs. B3 won last week. Brian Russo in a crazy 3-wide finish with Lane Graves and Dylan Carter. Great win for him. And 16 points out, 3 races left. We'll see. Anything can happen. Anyways, Lane on his qualifying lap right now, or coming to start it off of turn 4. We'll see what he can do. Right now it's Shapiro first, Johnson second, Carter third, Juracek fourth, and then Perry fifth. Great lap for Juracek. Up to P4. It's great for him. But Lane ripping the top right now. We'll see what he can do. No, Tallman, he's up to P4 now. Just finished his qualifying lap. Not going to be pulled for him, so he's not going to be able to gain a point on Lane from qualifying. Lane to the line. Where does he go? He's going to go P1. A 30.443. It's going to be a pole start for Lane as it stands. We'll see if anybody else maybe can say something different. Maris at his lap, he's 5th. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be another point for Lane, so that's going to extend his gap to 15 points over Tallman, and now 17 over Russo.
Yeah, conditions looking pretty slick out there. You saw Lane kind of in turn 1 and 2. He's running the high lane, trying to build momentum down the backstretch. Turn 3, it looked like he just missed the apex a tiny bit, sliding up a little bit early. He was really tight in the wall on exit, but good enough to get pole. We'll see how it goes out.
Now, Owen, as our race expert in the booth, what line do you prefer here? Do you prefer that high line for the majority of the run, or are you going to like start in the low line and as the run progresses move up to the high line?
It really depends on the situation and the type of run, but when you're in a situation like this, you're gonna have Lane. He's gonna be probably starting on pole. You're gonna just want to try and save those tires. So that the best way of doing that in these cars at this type of track, just running the bottom. That's the best way of doing it. That's the easiest way of doing it. So, but you'll have some of these people, maybe, down the order, you got the 88 of Jara. He, going into the high lane, it's not going to be fast initially, but
Row 1,
strategy to
pole
look at.
sitter, Lane Graves gains a point, and then Ethan Shapiro, P2 in the 16.
P3 we have Johnson followed by Carter in the 47 and P4.
Lane 3, we got Merritt in the 38 and David Tallman second in points, starting P6.
P7, we got fan favorite. Well, I don't know anymore, but Cole Yurachek followed by Aaron Perry in 8th.
Rounding out our top 10, we have Weekly in P9 and Joey Jara in the 88 in P10.
P11, we got the 49 car Foist. And then in P12, we got Powell in that 15 car.
In P13, we got Brooks in the 13, followed by Deason in the 89 car in P14.
In P15, we have Denny in the 31 car, and P16, we have Martineau in the 11.
P17, we got Pizzagatti. And then P18, new guy, 5 car, did not qualify.
In P19, Brian Russo, third in points, did not qualify, and then Hernandez in P20.
And then in P21, we have Russell, and P22, the 25 of Cable, who also did not qualify. And that rounds us out. This is a massive field today.
I know, right? Crazy.
I cannot wait for the lap 1 caution.
Damn.
Speaking of cautions, how many faster pairs do they have?
They got one. One faster pair. Yep. Go through 3 favorites each. Should have enough time. Just extended it to extra lap. So, I'll let one of you go first.
Hang on,
Actually,
we're not going green. Not going green.
I'll lead it off. Definitely the favorite today, in my opinion, Lane Graves. Home track for him. He's going to try and get it done here. And he has all the tools needed to get it done. Second place, we're going to do some bold picks. I'm going to go, I don't know if this is bold, but I'll go the 38 getting second, Merritt. And then we'll go P3. Give it to Russo. I don't know how it's going to happen, but he's going to get it done.
where even is bro? In the very back.
Way in the back. I think the winner of this race is going to be it's going to be Dave Tallman. I think he's going to pull it out. I think he's going to show us that he can still be in this race. P2 is going to be Dylan Carter, and then I think P3 is going to be Cole Yurachek.
I love that. Cole was actually having a great run last week, and then he got involved in a wreck with Dave Tallman and Lane Graves. Lane got spun off the nose of Tallman, and 41 tried to avoid it, plowed into Lane, so it kind of ended his run. For me, I pick Lane every week. Well, I picked Russo last week, but I'm tired of picking Lane at tracks like these because we know what happens. So I'm going to go Merritt in the 38 car. I think Tyler Merritt's going to get the win. It's his second start of the year. He dominated Watkins Glen. He looked fast in practice as well. I think he's going to get the win. Second, I'm going to go Harley Johnson getting P2. And then getting P3, I'll go Tallman. I think Tallman is going to get P3. After all, I do think Lane is not going to extend the points gap. I think the points gap will be shrunk by one of the drivers in P2 or P3, so Dave or Russo.
We'll see what happens, but a thing to note, a lot of these people coming into this race newcomers, and this is going to be the first time we have this big group of people all racing together. Do you see them, start it off, nice and easy, given a lot of space like we saw in the first race at Daytona where there was only one caution, or do we see some aggressive racing right away? Only time will tell as the pace car goes into pit road.
Pace car pulls off, and we are about to go green flag racing
green
here
flag.
from Kansas. This is the EF 200 underway. Great push by the 7 car to the 9. Do we see any aggression from him on the start of this race? He looks like he's just going to sit in line and not make a move on Lane Graves, but Lane's going to be clear all around.
Really bad restart for Cole Juracek. Left a big gap for Dave Tallman coming down.
So far, so good on this start. Everybody really trying to just get down to the bottom, it looks like. But we got a little bunch up right here. This is for P2. This is Harley Johnson trying to get to the inside of Ethan Shapiro. But Shapiro just gets a good run off of turn 4. He's going to keep P2 over him. Harley's going to slot in the 3rd. Dylan Carter trying to roll that top lane to try to get a run and maybe get to the quarter panel of the 7. But the 7 shuts that off.
Yeah, and Shapiro, famous for having terrible restarts here, is able to hold on to second place surprisingly, and it's a good way to start the run off. He's just gonna build off it as we have 3 wide coming to the line.
Yeah, that's Tyler Mary going all the way down to the bottom, trying to gain some positions. He's side by side for 3rd place with Carter. Not going to be clear just yet as Dylan tries to get a run. He might have checked up for Merritt. I don't know. That was pretty tight early on. We see the 54 of Tallman going to the inside of Harley Johnson, as we did do a recruitment race here a long time ago. And really, you're just going to be running this bottom lane to try to save tires. The top is faster, but, I mean, early on, you're really just going to want to try to get bottom and just save for a long run.
See the 38 car started in 5th, trying to make his way past Shapiro to get into 2nd. Not clear. 16 gets the run off the corner. Clear into turn 3.
Lane not being able to really get that big of a gap leading just yet, as he's stuck just 2 tenths ahead of Shapiro. A lot of side-by-side racing right now. We got to see Dylan Carter blink out a little bit. It makes Harley Johnson have to check up, and they're going to split him. That's the 54 and 80. Great start for Aaron Perry as well. He's side-by-side for P5 right now. We've seen Aaron kind of just sneak in up to the front at the end of some of these races. We've seen it at, what was it? It was Richmond. There was another track that I really can't think of right now, but he could be a sneaky pick for this race.
He always seems to find himself in that position. 54 gets clear. See the 47 now side by side with the 16, and the 38 also getting clear of the 16. So 16 starting to fall back a little bit here. Oh, it's going to get tight there. 47 has to check up for that. Oh, and here comes Tallman splitting it 3 wide at the line.
Great move for the 54. Can he make it work, though? Like I said, the middle and top is going to be faster. We see the 54 slide up almost. I don't know if he made contact or not with Carter, but huge hit to the outside wall for Harley Johnson. He should be fine, but that's a big hit. Brian Russo, 3rd in the championship race. He's up to P13. He's up, I think, 8 spots, 7 spots. Great start for Russo. We'll see what he can do on this long run if it goes long.
Yeah, you see Russo making up all these positions, but we don't know. Is he running that high lane? Is he using more tires? And if so, that could jeopardize later into the run. He just won't have enough grip to... Oh, 88 into the wall there. Looks a little loose on the top. Seemed to recover, though. Getting pushed.
We got 3 wide with Shapiro stuck in the middle. He's going to be able to get clear bottom of both of the guys. Well, not the 80. 80's going to try to fight back on that top lane, get a run off of turn 2. They're going to be side by side. for now. This is 4P5. Shapiro just running the bottom lane, which, I mean, if I was in the car, I would prefer to just try to stay bottom right now. You know, if you're getting passed on the top, it sucks. But if this does go long, you really want to save your tires and just try to hold that wide line as best as you can. I mean, that's what Lane's been doing. He hasn't really been gaining time on the guys, but, I mean, he's saving his stuff.
Brian Russo with a beautiful move to move in the 10th place.
89 a decent, getting to the wall on the backstretch there. Seems to have recovered there. 8-car gonna get the run off. Really tight with the wall and almost clears
Man.
himself. That was a close
That-
one there with the 8. Nonetheless, he
was
is clear going into turn 1.
But as you said, the 8-car is kind of using that high side to get up here, which is going to burn those tires a lot quicker than these guys up front who are riding predominantly in the bottom line. So, yes, he's gaining all these positions, but at what cost?
Yeah, that is true. We see all 6 of these guys on the camera frame for a little bit, all a part of this championship race. And there are just 2x2 between these two. This is the 54 and 47 with the 16 and 80 side by side behind. 47 and 80 look like they have been on that top lane a good bit to start on this run. We'll see how that is going to play later on as this run continues to go on. I don't know how big the fall off is, but I mean, we'll see. I'm pretty sure you get around 38 laps on fuel. You see some contact there with the 54 and 47, and somebody got into the wall. I'm not quite sure who that was. Did y'all see?
That was the 47.
Oh, there it is.
Yellow flag is out.
He just took him out.
no.
I was just about to bring up, there's nothing more frustrating than just sticking it on the inside and just having a car on the outside. It looked like Dave pretty frustrated out of turn 4, squeezing the 47 in the wall, and we'll have to get a replay. It looks like he just cleaned him out into 1.
Yeah, you know what? He got tight exiting 4 and got into the 47, put the 47 in the wall, and then, like you said, going into 1, just no room to spare for that 47, and the 54 just turns him around.
We're going to go far chase cam with the 54 of Dave Tallman. You see off of turn 4, they make contact there. 47 hits the wall a little bit after the 54 just washed up and squeezed them. And we'll see what happens entering turn 1 here. Oh, 47 hit the wall. The 47 hit the wall and it sent him right back down the track.
Man,
my bad
Aaron
on that
Perry
one,
gets
Dave.
a little bit of that too.
Yeah, my bad on that one, Dave. It was hard to see from that angle, but yeah, nothing intentional there. Just a little squeeze into the wall. Just got tight. Trying to carry as much speed as possible. And then, yeah, just hit the wall, just came down. And that it's going to be a little bit of damage, but don't think anyone will need to use the fast repair on any of those contacts.
What sucks overall for Tallman is that he's just going to lose all that track position. That's really what it is. Russo. Very bold of Russo. Did Russo take 2 tires?
I think he took 2 tires, but
he might have took fuel only.
Why? Why would you do that?
So honestly, it could not be that bad of a play depending on how the yellows fall. You know, I don't know if he took tires or not. If he did, it's only 2, but you only get 4 extra tire sets. On fuel, it was going to be a 3 stop under green, so you basically only have that 1 extra tire set. Russo, I don't know. We'll see. But, I mean, it's either the worst call ever, or it could be like, it could end up being a great call if you do get lucky with some of the cautions.
How many tire sets were there? There were 5 tire sets for this race?
Well, yeah, it's 4 extra, though. Yeah, 4 in pits.
Yeah, okay.
So, maybe, I feel like that was way too big of a gap that he came out of. So I think he took fuel only.
And, you know, it's one of those things where you're in a pack of 20-some cars. Why not experiment with strategy this early on in the race? You have 118 laps to go. This is a great feeling out session to see, like, if you're a car like Russo, who's on the fringe of the points gap for the championship. Why not experiment? Why not take risks with these strategies just to see if you get a better chance at come the end?
Yeah, and honestly, you know, I wouldn't say I hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, you know, he probably knows he doesn't have, you know, can beat Lane off of pure speed. Um, so obviously he's gonna try something. If it does go green, like if this run goes green, then it sucks for him. But I mean, you need some cautions to fall your way, and you're gonna have an extra set than some of these guys. So I mean, we'll see how it plays out. But strategy calls early on in this race. We'll see.
We didn't even talk about the 23 staying out.
Yeah, did stay out, and he's going to lead this field back to green
Green
flag
flag,
here
green
at
flag.
Kansas. Great start for him, but Russo's going to get a push from his teammate Lane Graves, so they're side by side for the lead still. We see the 7 jumping up top, 3 wide. Is that almost 4 wide? They are 4. Russo all the way up against the wall. That's going to get Lane loose, making contact. 16 with a half slide. He saves it. And I think
My
they all
word.
saved it through the field.
What a huge stack up going to that corner. It looked like there was a huge checkup in that middle row, and that almost led to a big accident involving Lane Graves. Very, very fortunate for all these drivers that they were able to hold on and save it. But now look who it puts in first place with a considerable gap. We have Merritt, almost 7/10 on the second place car.
Now Merritt was P2. Did he just stay out or did he just pit for fuel? Anybody know? He might have just pit for fuel. I don't know.
Well, Merritt started behind. Merritt was outside the top 5 on that restart. I could have sworn.
Oh, was it? Yes, it was Russell that stayed out, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Russell
I
stayed
thought-
out.
Yes, that's on me. That was Russell that stayed out. Russell's down to P12 now, as we see all these guys blowing by Russo. But he is on older tires.
Yeah, in a perfect
Which-
scenario for this 8 car, it's just you're going to need that caution in about 10 or 15 laps. Make it a little inconvenient on these people that did take tires, but Lane's going to have to build that gap back. It's just that big stack up. Just now he's got to go get it back, chase down that 38.
After these guys get it all sorted out, we'll get a replay. We'll get a look at the replay on the start and what really happened. I don't know who did what. I just saw 4 wide. Yeah, car in the wall in the
So-
back go all the way down. He's going to keep it straight.
I think what happened is Russell entering turn 1, he was contested all the way there, and I think he slid up the track, and that was what really bunched everybody up and led to the chaos that we saw. But heck, even Joey Jara, who's back down in 14th now, he got into the wall pretty hard being on that top line, and there's a couple other cars that tapped the wall on that first set of turns there. Can't wait to see this replay.
Yeah, as everybody starts to really get single file out. So we're going to look at the replay in just a second. We just see Russo trying to hold on as long as he can, or just not try to lose too much time, but he knew this was going to happen. He just going to, like Owen said, need some laps ran on these guys on new tires, like 10 laps or so. I mean, that's great for Russo. 10 laps, get a caution, maybe 15. We want this run to go pretty long, I'd say, and catch a caution. That'd be good for him. We'll try to find out where Dave Tallman is, if he's even on the track still. There he is. He's all the way down in 20th after being involved in that first wreck.
Yeah, you see from there, car looks clean. You know, he just had to, you know, he started out back and hasn't been able to make up that track position yet. Perry in the wall there, just a little scrape. This is the battle for the lead here. They're putting the pressure on. It looks like Merritt trying to take care of those tires in the 16 and 80, having none of it. They're pushing big. And you can see the 16 getting past the 9. You know that Lane is thinking long game, as well as it looks like with the 38. 38's just running his line. And you got the 16 and 80 trying to be aggressive here. See if it works out.
Yeah, he's going to get a little bit of help from the 80 car there. He's going to dive it down to the inside of the 38 car. Aaron Perry's going to look to go top 3 wide for the race lead. Can Aaron Perry get a good run off exit? Gets a little bit loose, and they are just even at the line for the race lead. 38 has a little bit of a nose out front, still 3 wide as they enter turn 1. Perry does not get that good of an entry, and it's going to cycle out to be the 38 being clear all around, and the 16 and 80s back to being side by side.
You know who's loving this? Lane Graves. He's running his line, and he is watching these 3 go at it, wasting their tires. He's got the popcorn bucket out. He's loving. Oh man, that was really close with the 16, almost getting into the 80 there. But look at that. Lane's just running his line. He's right with him now. He's there.
80 right there on the quarter panel of the 38. Almost made a little bit of contact, got tight, had to get out of the gas to not hit the wall. Lane, who was 6/10 behind all of this, saving his stuff, is now literally right on these guys. We see the 16 and 80 make a little bit of contact there. Going to keep it straight, but Lane is all over this. 16 is going to slide all the way up, make a little bit of contact with Perry. They're going to keep it clean right now, but Lane is all over this. He's just stuck. Nowhere to go.
The fortunate thing for Lane is that the 38 isn't getting away either. But you know, you can tell. You just know. You look at the line. The 38's taking just slight tire inputs, just as little wheel input as possible, and he's just taking care of those tires. Lane is doing what he can. He's just on the bottom. You're not seeing Lane move around until now. He's thinking aggressive. Gonna try and get a run on the 16 down the backstretch here. Oh, 16's tight. That's gonna open the door for the 9. He might get clear here. It's gonna try and take it. Bottom lane's a lot better in 3 and 4 than it is in 1 and 2. And you see that 9 car clear into the 3rd place.
While these guys are single file, we're going to get a replay on that last restart and what really happened, as they were 4 wide. And, you know, as Tyler said, he thinks it all started from the 23. Replay of that last restart. Huge checkup on the top. That forced the 7 to go all the way up high. We see Merritt forced it 4 wide bottom. And yep, the 23 just got tight. Everybody went up. Great save by Ethan Shapiro, though.
Yeah, really impressive keeping it straight there. Looks like the 23 saw the move to the inside from the 38 and got a little spooked. Just drifted up a little bit too much, and they were already 2 wide above them, making it 4 wide. Just not a lot of room there.
You know, Tyler, what's your opinions on, you know, the 38 making, you know, a 4 wide move like that on the restart on like what it was like lap, what, 15-ish, like that early on? What's your take on that? You think it's too aggressive, or?
Well, you know, for a lot of these guys who've entered the season so late, like we have so many new drivers that have come in the last couple of races, why not try it? Why not go for those gaps? Well, it doesn't really matter to you. You're just here to race. You know, prepare yourself, feel out the competition for when you're actually competing next season.
Yeah, I mean, that 4 wide move, I mean, look where it's got him. He's been P1 ever since that restart. So, very aggressive move, but it paid off. He's leading. And, I mean, yeah, that's literally the best case scenario from him to do that on that restart, up the first. You see Shapiro just sitting back in P4 after battling with the 80 pretty hard. You know, Lane took advantage of him after he hit the wall. We're going to see Lane go all the way to the top lane now, try to get a run on the 80. He's just tired of trying to pass him on the bottom. Going to see if he gets a good enough run. He does. He's going to take it side by side. This is for P2 right now. See if he gets a good entry on the bottom, which he does. He's going to be clear of the 80 car, and Lane is now up to P2 in the race. the 80, maybe try to fight back, not going to be able to. So Lane's going to be very clear all around for that second place. Now next, can he run down Mara, or should I just say, can he pass him? It's only a 2.5 gap between those two. We'll see how Lane decides to play it. He may just try to keep saving his stuff and then push later on. We're going to go through this field a little bit and see some guys who have kind of just been chilling. We see Russo, after making that strategy call of just taking fuel only, 8.9 seconds off the lead, down in P12. What is y'all's thoughts on that strategy call right now?
Yeah, he's going to need a caution very, very soon. You know, you look at it, P12, I mean, he's 9 seconds off the lead, but P12, honestly, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. However, you know, you're just a little bit off. It's going to be hard. I don't exactly know, like, the fuel situation now, if he can do a 2-stop, but it can't be done through green flag pit stops, I don't think. 9 seconds is just too big of a gap when you have two elite drivers like Merritt and Graves.
Yeah, I do agree. Tyler, what's your thoughts on, you know, the 8-car strategy?
Bad.
Bad?
Yeah,
hey, not
but,
if the caution
you know,
came out right now, though, you know?
yeah, if the caution came out right now, he'd probably be top 10.
Oh, what
But,
the...
you know, oh wait, we're actually seeing a race for the lead right now,
Yeah, I know, dude. My PC just, like,
and we're
died.
watching back markers.
Dude, my PC just died. You not just see what my PC did, bro?
Oh no!
We gotta fix the overlays, too, bro. Overlays
And
gone.
the battle's over.
Gone. Overlays are gone, bro. Get the overlays back up in a second, hopefully. I don't know. Pray. There you go.
We're talking fuel strategy of somebody that's in 12th. Meanwhile, there's a battle for the lead.
Dude, I just tried to send it all the way up to the front, and then it just popped up like my wheel settings, VRS. I don't know. I do not know why that popped up. Barry dropped the P4. All over the 16. Damn. You mad at him?
Not sure, but he didn't look interested in diving it below, just maybe going through him at that point. But look at that. Lane Graves took care of his tires while all of these guys were battling, and he has the advantage now.
Yeah, these four should all have it figured out. Pretty far ahead of P5, which is Harley Johnson. Got a lap car, though, coming up. That's Joey Jara in the 88. I don't know what's up with him. Did he get damaged from that restart? Might have got damaged because he seems really slow. And that is, I don't know.
I'm not sure. The car chassis looks clean. I'd have to talk to him to find out. Yeah, nose is clean. Maybe he just maybe had a little spin or something, but odd seeing him this close to odd seeing him in the back like that.
Coleman back up to P15. He's going to need a caution. You know, Russo's going to need a caution. Because as it stands, Lane is really going to gain a ton of points on both Russo and Weekly. Russo, I don't know if they're pitting or what, but they seem slow. They are. They are pitting.
Weird seeing the 10 come down. I don't think he was on the same strategy as Russo, but we'd have to see. Jaro was in the wall in turn 1, but so he is the free pass car, so he's definitely going to need a caution.
Well, you know what? Jar is probably dealing with some pretty bad damage from that restart related incident where he got pushed up into the wall. Or he's just bad. I mean, either or.
My only guess would be maybe it's contact with the outside wall, but
look at this car, man. It's
maybe the car is just like really tight, but it seems like he was. I'm not sure.
Still a lot of racing left here, though. Lane continues to hold that race lead. Only 2.5 to 3/10 ahead of the 38 of Merit. We do have some people pitting though right now. We have the 17 and 23 both on pits, but the 8 and 10 both. Is it me or does
I'm
I
so
don't know?
confused.
Russo just looks slow, bro.
Yeah, because the 10 just dusted
is-
him out of that corner.
Did he forget to take tires?
Oh my goodness! Please, please. If he comes back in, we would
He
know.
can't. He has to stay on and just get. Did he forget to take tires?
I'm not sure.
I would
Look.
not be surprised.
He looks like he's having a hard time getting down to the bottom.
Oh, and you know what?
Big snap. Oh my goodness.
Is he
What
just
has
like?
totally forgot
happened
to
to
take
Brian
tires.
Russo?
Did he take tires or no?
No, he had to have forgot because he probably still has this. I don't know how the iRacing pit setup works, but he didn't take tires in the first stop, so maybe he had it defaulted to no tires.
Why does
Usually after the pit stop,
Yeah,
they'll
it
iRacing
fixed.
will like
It'll
re-click
reset.
it. It'll reset to taking tires in that next stop, but I don't know.
That
He
is
seems
really
pretty
weird.
I'll figure
really
this
off
out
the
right
pace
now.
right now.
I know what to do. Go to Lane Graves' YouTube stream. Figure out what happened.
Now, I must admit, I'm really impressed with Merritt's ability to kind of just stay with Graves here, because obviously Merritt
Oh goodness,
uses a lot
Perry in
more-
the grass. Oh, and he merges up on the field.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, that
How did nobody
was,
hit him? He
that-
came right up in front of Carter. I am so impressed that Carter did not slam right into him.
Very sorry to interrupt there, but I I saw the car snap down off of turn 4, and I don't know, he merged right back up in front of him. That was a scary looking
is-
accident.
Whew. But we're still green.
See, I want to go get a replay and see that back, but I just feel like Lane's coming down any second, and we gotta watch a Lane Graves pit stop.
Because you never know.
Yeah, like we have to watch it. We're gonna see if Lane pits this time. If not, we're gonna check the lap times of Brian Russo. I'm really curious what is going on over there. And not pit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Russo ran a 33-1. Dude, he forgot to take tires.
Yeah,
He ran a
there's no way.
33-1.
Yeah, he forgot to take tires.
No. Oh, no. How
Wow.
long until... Oh, wow. He's about
dude,
to get lapped again.
He's cooked. Brian Russo, 16 points away from Lane Graves in the championship standings. And it is like, wow, that is a huge mistake. I don't know what to say. I'm lost, bro. I'm lost.
I don't know how that happens. He literally had to manually unclick it again after the pit stop. But B3
And
Designs with their pit stops, they just can't get it right this season. I don't know.
That blows my mind.
I'm going to get somebody in here right now. Talk to this guy about it. Dave Tallman.
Want me to talk to?
He didn't get moved in here.
Dave Tallman. Dave, can you move Dave Tallman in here? I need Dave Tallman. Huh? Abe, can you give me Dave Tallman?
I'm trying to get Dave Tallman, man. He's not on Discord. Damn.
Oh,
What do you mean?
I
Find him.
I think he disconnected him from the Discord because he was in that B3 call and now he's not.
Oh my god, I found him. He's in the other call. He's in the wrong broadcast booth. Abe, get him up here. Get him in here, Abe. He's in the wrong
Bro,
call.
I don't see it.
He's in the truck series area. Get him in
Oh
here.
my God.
Oh, no. From the back of the booth, Abe's still making mistakes.
Abe,
Crazy.
he's in the...
I can't drag him.
Hey!
What's going on? I'm
Hey!
gonna talk to him.
No, get him in here.
No, he needs to be in here. He needs to be in here.
Oh my god, dude.
He's got to be so confused.
Tallman, I'll do it myself. Tallman. Dave Tallman.
Why would
I-
I buy myself?
Dude, I don't know. Couldn't tell you, man. But I have a question. I saw you're in the
Yeah.
B3 Designs Racing channel. Did Brian Russo forget to take tires?
He said the game messed up, but yes, he did not take tires. I'm-
good.
Did
I'm
you take
screwed
tires from that
myself.
last wreck or
Merritt
no?
hard into the wall.
I did not take tires.
Okay,
I'm still on first set.
All right, I'm just seeing this, see how your strategies go. And I know, you got involved in that
I'm
early
fucked.
wreck, but
I need a caution.
Russo forgot to take tires. Oh my God.
Dave, quick question for me. Do you plan on spinning Lane Graves if you get the opportunity to advance your position in the championship standings?
For championship, any day of the week, I'd wreck for Lane Graves. I'd wreck the beep out of him.
There you go. At least
Why are you censoring yourself now when you
yeah, I was
dropped
about
two
to
F
say, like,
bombs
what's
already?
the point of this?
Whoa, I haven't done that. Whoa.
All right, well, anyways,
I'm trying to make
hopefully,
it to lap 55 here so I can make it on fuel.
you get your caution soon, though, and you're back in it, man.
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
Well, yep.
Two Merritt's in the pits a little
Merritt's
bit early
down
here.
pit road. Looks like
Merritt. Sorry, you go ahead.
no. I was gonna say he's trying to get the undercut. Maybe I don't know. Going long is probably for the best. You see how it worked out for Lane. Just let's see if he's thinking about going in. No, he's gonna keep going, and I don't blame him. I think that is the right strategy. Just take it as long as you can. Get that overcut. Oh boy. Yeah. Here comes the
Oh,
A
no.
car.
I was gonna say that Merritt probably came into pits a little bit early. He had a huge fall off in those last couple of laps. He hit the wall really hard on the backstretch and was like losing several tenths a second on Lane Graves. So maybe he just thought better to come in now than lose even more time on him. Now, if Brian were to, yep, okay, thank you. Lane Graves into the pits.
Oh, all right, that looked fine.
Yep, clean stop for Lane.
I was really hoping that.
Oh,
Might have gotten it
He
down.
might have got to stop in time, yeah. See. There's Tallman. It's
So what is the fuel? How long can they go on?
it's
fuel
around
before they're
38
completely out?
laps, I believe. 38, around that area, I believe.
So man, they're really. Huh.
Yep, looks like all the people that just pit took it as long as they could, and it looks like Brooks got one more lap out of it, but
Comes Mara now with Lane exiting pits as we speak. He's gonna overtake the lead. We see the 10. Caleb Weekly actually had the lead before Merritt, so Weekly had an undercut that put him out front. All he needed was, a yellow, and that would have been golden for him. But Merritt now.
He actually.
Take the lead.
Yeah, Weekly actually pit with Russo, but he took tires. Interesting to see how the difference are.
that, you know
in
what?
strategies.
That is a crazy thing to point out because this could have been where Lane, or not Lane. Sorry, excuse me. This is where Brian could have been if he actually took tires.
Brian
perfect way to
Russo's
benchmark.
championship was Talladega. That was his championship race. How do you forget to take tires? I'm sorry.
It's gone from bad to worse. Russo's
No, the game
27
forgot
seconds.
to take tires. That's
Okay,
clear.
holy
20
crap. Gotta remember.
27 seconds off the lead now. It's
so
gonna be needed. It's gonna need a caution here. Oh my God!
no.
It's just going from bad to worse for
You
the
know,
8 car into the
um,
wall again.
We're gonna actually pull up.
Oh, he's in
Um,
the wall.
I'm
Get
gonna
him.
pull
Oh
up.
no!
We're gonna pull up
Oh,
this
he might be-
graphic actually that we got made before the race. Brian Russo, 8-car graphic. Third in the points. He's 16 points back. We see the 38. He's getting lapped as we speak. He's on the older tires and the leader too. But Brian Russo, third in points, 16 back. Really needs a good race today. We'll see if he can have that good of a race. Damage on the rear end. Guy, I don't know.
Dear.
He needs a yellow, but
it's-
yeah, Brian Russo, 16 back in the champ. Any words or thoughts on this 8-car?
I would liken this to you're watching the Kentucky Derby, you've made your bet on your racehorse, and then halfway through the race, it breaks 2 legs. But it's still determined and it's still trying to race, even though it's clearly off the pace. This is the 8 car. The 8 car is my horse that I put all my money on with 2 broken legs.
Owen, anything you want to say about this 8 car?
He's going to need to pray for yellow. Right now, he is in that free pass position, but we'll have to check with the gap with the 88 how far back Joey is.
he's
Still a
down.
decent gap to the 88. That is the car chasing Russo for that free pass position. And
What's our lap time difference here, though?
Well, let me get that up
Oh.
right now, actually, because that is a great question.
As we see, his benchmark for strategy with tires is lapping him.
34.6 and 32.3 for Joey Jara last lap.
So
Oh
2
my
seconds
goodness.
faster.
So Jara's running 32 once pretty consistently. Russo's in the 34s. He's fried. I mean,
he,
Yeah, this-
he needs a caution right now.
I mean,
He just
let's
needs a pit.
yeah. I mean, let's put it into perspective. He's on
He's running
62 lap old tires.
He's 4 seconds off of, I would say, Merritt and Graves in terms of pace.
Hey,
Because they're probably running low 30s.
think about it. You know, we're talking bad about it right now, but if you look at it, this is a genius strategy. You know, we get a caution right now. He's on the lead lap. He has 2 extra sets than everybody. You know, we have a 15-lap run. Another caution comes out. Guess what? Who has that set? Brian Russo has that set. I see Brian sneaking here. He did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see him back up here later on. Don't count out that 8
Dude,
We
car.
are
And here's
we
the
are
thing.
delusional.
Joey is still pretty far away. This could not be the end. It's not over for Russo yet.
All you
Whoever is
need-
in the, you just need the free pass.
Oh my
That's all
God,
you
if
need.
All you
caution
need is some
comes out, dude.
delinquent cause a caution.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, he has 2 extra sets, bro. Just imagine that yellow came out. Like, if that yellow came out right now, and we had, like, these small, like, these quick 15-lap runs, and these guys have to think about saving a set. Because if a caution came out now, what is Lane and them doing? They're probably taking a set. They're going to have 1 set left. And Russo has all 4 in the box.
We're trying to justify this as like a genius move, like where he's playing 4D chess, everyone else is playing checkers.
He has 4 sets in that box. I'm telling you, bro. When we see that 8 car, like, we're going to have a late race caution. We're going to be like, Brian Russo only 1 down in pit road because he has 2 extra sets than everybody. Anyways, we see Lane
As we
go to the
see it.
bottom.
He's
Oh my
right there
goodness.
too. Wow, made it stick. He's gonna be
Oh my goodness.
side by side, cross the stripes into turn 1 here. Lane just has the better. He is more lap, fresher tires. He's gonna make this pass here. Merritt really can't contest it. New leader, Lane Graves.
You know,
And back to the start of the show here. Where's Jara compared
just
to?
past him.
He did.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I thought that was Russo first. I thought that was good.
I wouldn't be surprised. Can you imagine the 31 causes a caution right after
I know,
Joey
right?
predicts?
That
Don't-
I honestly want to see that happen.
That would have been
What
heartbreaking.
Dude, when we were last with Russo, you couldn't even see Joey. Joey
Yeah,
was
but-
like
But
sevenths or
he
eighths.
was
seconds a
running.
lap.
Yeah, Joey was running 2 seconds faster. Russo's in the 34s because he's on 67, 67 lap old tires.
You know, theoretically, he could pit right now and he could only use another 1 set.
Dude, at this
Save
rate,
those
no,
save those
just be
tires for
committed,
next
bud.
week.
Like next pit stop, I better see him not take his set yet. You better save.
How extreme can he make this?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh, right in front of the leaders! Oh my goodness! Oh, and he squeezes him up against the wall.
oh God.
Oh, and he's down the apron. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Oh my goodness.
Looks like
This
he
is what we
is.
need. This is what we need.
Really struggling too.
This kind of action.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's more than likely going to be a speeding penalty. But
That is the definition of NRL right there.
Yeah. Let's talk
That
about a
stint
driver.
from
I want to talk about Dylan Carter. You know,
So dreamy.
I know, right? We've seen him. We've seen him peak at some of these tracks recently. And blinking out every race too. But we saw Dylan lead a lot of the race. Last week at Dega, actually had the lead on the white flag. Everybody right behind. Heartbreaking finish for him, as he finished. I think it was third place. He got passed by the two teammates, split him three, or didn't split him, but just forced him three wide. But I mean, he's in P4, having a great run today. Never know. Get some cautions. Maybe if Lane and Merritt battle or wreck each other. I don't know. We could see Dylan maybe have something to say and try to win this race. Only 3.4 off of the lead, so it's really not a bad run by him.
I must say with Dylan Carter, his season has been nothing but heartbreak in terms of late race finishes and just bad luck. I think about a late race finish at
Oh my
Richmond where
God.
he had
I forgot about that.
yeah, where he had basically it in the bag, had it not been for a Lebsack ruining the storybook finish that we'd all wanted. No offense, Owen, but it's about time that he gets a win, and he may not get it this season, but I look forward to seeing that 47 in victory lane sometime soon.
Yeah, that is really heartbreaking to think about for him. Leading Talladega all the way up into the tri-oval to end the race, loses it, and then like you said, Richmond. We had that huge wreck on the restart with Shapiro and all them. Dylan has the lead. Coming off of turn 4 to take the Y flag and gets turned in the back, and then on top of that, Cherry on top spins it off of turn 2. Got like a P9, something like that. Went from a win to that is, he was looking to miss the chase as well. He really needed Richmond to be good. He was looking to miss the chase. Some people couldn't make it, so it gave Dylan a chance to be in the chase, which he is right now. And I mean, he almost got a win, almost one day. Good, sucks, but at least he's been, he's being consistent lately. Like I said, running really good here today.
Yes. Then I just want to get a quick update on our master tire saver in the 8 on his lap times, because I see that Hernandez has now passed him for 17th.
All right, we'll see what the 8's running.
Oh, did he just?
Well,
A dramatic
at least
finish
he won
for the
Talladega.
Russo, I was gonna try to get him in there. He left everything. I don't think he's happy. We're gonna see if we can get a hold of him on the phone.
He's gonna tune into the stream and he's just gonna hear us bashed him for the last 40 laps.
Oh, he's not even answering.
Oh no.
Liquor store is going to get a lot of business tonight.
As Russo loves to say, it's a night ruiner. It's a day ruiner. I think he's just not. I don't think he's in any sort of happiness place right now. I don't think he's happy at all. I don't know. That's crazy. But let's look at this. Ethan Shapiro. He has been flying these last couple of laps. Another driver to look at too. Dylan Carter has gained 3/10 on the race lead. Not sure what's really going on, but the pace is picking up for some of these guys behind Lane.
And I just want to say, Lane has made it a habit to, in these long runs, he will save like very, very hard on his tires and fuel. And some of these guys will catch up, but then once he kind of feels that danger, he turns it back on and starts to pull away again. I'm just wanting to see, is this another instance of that, or are we actually seeing Ethan Shapiro slowly start to become the contender for this race?
I hate when you say that.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine a world where the 16 is actually up here on pace, but We see the 38 pit early, so I get the 16 and these cars kind of gaining on the 38. The 2 or 3 laps you go over don't seem like a lot, but you got to think about it. That's about a tenth or two a lap that on the tires that they are now faster than by staying out longer. So now you got the 47 coming now as the 16 clears him. 16 is on the run. He's going to try and get lane here, but the overcut has been, at most of these tracks, the better strategy. And you're seeing it play out here now as Shapiro is running pretty competitive times compared to Lane. I guess we'll see how it goes, but pretty impressive showing to say the least.
Yeah, and to look at it, Lane's basically gonna have a bigger gap entering next week than he came in today. Today he came in with a 14-point gap. It's more than likely gonna be way more than that, unless he has an issue, he speeds or something like that. But a driver who could gain on him is this 16. He's 30 points back entering today. He's now 31 back since Lane got the pole point. Lane also looking to get the most laps led point. But it's a 7-point difference between first and second. So if Shapiro can win, he can at least gain some kind of points on Lane and be, in the 20 range entering next week. I don't know. Can't say he's out of it yet. It's a big gap, but all it takes is one wreck, one speed, just something, one mistake to happen to this 9, and that is a huge point difference, especially with a big field like we have today. We'll see. Anything can happen, but Lane's looking good right now. I don't want to jinx him, but
yeah, you see this Lane, it very even right now. Lane is just running his race. It's very smooth, very controlled. Coming up on some lap traffic here. Should be easy enough getting around, but just this is Lane's race. And I know we've said that a lot, and then he's had these problems on pit road, but he has put himself in the right position. He's just got to execute on pit road and execute on strategy, and all he has to do is stay out as long as possible. Not speed.
Oh, we got a wreck! 23's around.
Goodness!
Oh no!
Everybody else makes it through,
for-
and you just look at it. Brian Russo, why did you leave? You'd still be a lap down, but this is going to bunch the field together. We saw last restart, had a 4-wide move. Everything was going crazy. He's going to disconnect there. Oh, nope, he just blinked out. But heartbreak for the 23. Just went a lap down. Don't know what happened. We'll get a replay. But look what this does. Brings everybody together, and look in P10. Tallman back in it, and what did he say he had? He didn't take tires that first stop. He has an extra set. Lane and Merritt are going to take a set here and only have 1 tire set remaining. We do have 50 to go, so I mean two 15-lap runs or something, and I'd say watch out for the 54.
Yeah, and you know what? I would say on that replay, we need to see how Shapiro got up to that lap traffic, because he did catch him in the corner there, and it looks like there might have been some contact between the two. But Russell, you started this green flag run in the lead, and look at how it has ended. You are the reason for the second caution. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we're going to watch these, see who comes out in pits first. 7 has to back up into a stall. Going to watch this, and then we'll get a replay and see what happened. We'll see a lot of guys down in pits. I think we see a couple take the wave around. We'll see soon. Very quick stops for all these guys. Lane's going to keep that lead. The 7 going to lose. Did he lose a spot? Yeah, I don't know. 89 jumped up. I don't know if the 89 took 2 or what. 38 lost spots. But I don't know. Those were pit road exit. We see the 10 car. 18, 17. Did the 10 stay? Was the 10 a lap down?
I believe so, yes.
All right. We get a replay right now on what happened last wreck. Riding on board or far chase cam with the 23. We see the 9 go to the outside to lap him. We see he's just holding the bottom. We'll see where Ethan Shapiro, who was second place, he's running that middle lane. He's riding in the 23's tire tracks. 23, was he trying to pit? I'm not sure what happened.
I think the 23 just, I don't know what he was trying to do. I guess he was trying to slow up like he did out of the exit for the 9, but slowing up, he slid up into the way of the 16 car.
I don't know.
It's really weird.
I really don't know.
It got down to 6,000 RPMs. I gotta imagine
Was he trying to
pit? Gotta imagine that's what he was trying to do.
He was. He was.
Geez, he was pitting in. He let him know, and then
Ethan
still ran into the back of him.
You hate to see it, but you love to see it if you're Dave Tallman. You love it.
And it's interesting, 16 car, that was not a light hit, and he's still in second place. Looks like a clean nose, so iRacing helped him out there a little bit as we go green once again.
Huge checkup on the bottom lane. That's Aaron Perry. We're going to see how these guys can figure it out and sort it through. 7 is going to go to the bottom. Everybody's going to seem to be good. We see 4 wide down in the back. That's the 23 on the bottom. They're going to sort it out and just go 3 wide. But a huge stack up on that inside lane, and it starts with the 80. I don't know if he just missed it. And he's going to get really loose after hitting. I think he hit Merritt, I think is what it was. Almost comes back up, and it's a 7. Not a dream start for the 80. That is not good for him at all. We see a huge chunk of cars down in the back. They're 3 wide all the way back here. That's Gavin Brooks on the very top with Caleb Weekly on the bottom. Weekly's going to actually get clear all around of those 2. Not a good start for the 80, though.
Horrible checkup as we see Shapiro is going to move to the lead coming out of turn 2.
And now you see here, the pit strategy is simple here. Without cautions, you obviously know 1 stop. But you're going to see some of these guys might try and split in half. Some might try and go a little bit after to get that tire advantage. I think the best strategy, so we restarted with 47 or 48 to go. You're going to have some people try and split that in half, go like 24. I think the best strategy, go with 24 to go or 22 to go. You just want to try and have that tire advantage late in the run, but you don't want to let it be too big of an advantage that you can't recover from.
Yeah, and, I said it under caution. Let's talk about this. The 54 of Tallman, a great start. He's up to P6, okay? Lane only has 1 set of tires left, as he's going to go to the bottom of the 89. Lane has 1 set of tires left. Merritt, I'm pretty sure he only has 1 set. They all have 1 set. Tallman has 2 sets. He has 2 sets in that car right now. So, a caution soon. Maybe a caution in, I'd say, honestly, like 6 laps or something like that would be fine. He'd have a tire advantage, maybe 7 laps. He takes a set there, and these guys are going to have to think about what they want to do. I don't know. It could get really interesting if we get another caution. But we see Tallman up to P4 right behind the 9 of Lane.
Yeah, he is really pushing that car, trying to contest Lane as soon as possible. And Shapiro is just running away with this on the early going.
Yeah, I don't know, if the top 2 are pushing or what, but Lane, his pace this run seems, we see the 54 crossover down to the bottom of Lane. Going to be clear all around. Lane gives it to him. But I don't know. I don't know if they're just pushing more than they usually do, or if Lane's just, saving way more than last time. I don't know what the strategy really is. But we'll find out. Well, we'll see if Lane, reels them back in later. But we see the 54 running all the way up top. So the 54 is obviously pushing somewhat, at least pushing some.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, if I'm Dave Tolman, I'm trying to build as big of a gap as I can in front of Graves, because like you said, if a caution comes in, I want to be ahead of him and utilize that tire strategy.
All it takes, a caution. Really, I mean, get a caution before lap third, like before 30 to go. You know, Lane and all of them, they're gonna come down to take a set. Tallman's obviously gonna take a set, and then you run 15 laps. They're screwed. Like Tallman's gonna come take his set, and the others are just gonna be on 15 lap old tires with 15 to go. I don't know. I think in order for that tire strategy to work, I think Tallman's going to need to see a caution. I'd say before 30 to go, maybe 25 to go. He needs to see that first yellow. I don't really know how much, a five lap to 8 lap tire difference would really be. But I mean, we'll see. 54 now up to second. What a turnaround this has been for him. 38's going to cross him over and go all the way back to the bottom, though. This is side by side for second, as this is great if you're the 16 of Shapiro.
16 probably in the preferred lane here, especially being in turn 1 and 2. He's going to get that run off. Yeah, he's going to get clear very soon. And he is. Now it's down to get the 16. You see these people pushing early in the run. When you are using up that tires, that usually indicates that they're going to try and split it in half. You see the 9 here. He's a little big hit there for the 7 into the wall, but you see the 9 here. The 9 in this position now, he can't lose any more track position. He can't lose any more. He can keep saving just a little bit, but he can't save too much. He can't leave grip on the tires when he hits the pits. He's got to start using it in the next 5 laps or so. But 54 is gaining on the 16.
You have such a way with words when it comes to the strategy stuff, and it's great to have insight from somebody who has been in this series and raced these races to know what to do in these situations. It's going to be really, really interesting to see how Lane Graves plays this, because he is, even though he's in 4th place, I would consider him to be the favorite to win this race in the late going.
Yep, it truly is all to play for here. Look at that. Tallman, 7/10. He was 1.1 off of Shapiro when he got clear of the 38. He's gotten 4/10 in about 2 or 3 laps. He is flying right now, really using those tires. He's going to leave nothing. He's going to leave no grip. And that pit window for them is probably going to open in about 10 laps. Look for the 16 and 54 in about 10 laps. That is probably the best strategy for them, considering how much they're using it. But you see, look at that. Lane Graves was 1.8, now 1.45. He's starting to pick that pace back up. And so is the 47 right behind him. It's starting to heat up here. It's going to be a really exciting finish.
And I would say that the 47's kind of forced Lane Graves to pick up the pace, because he was really contesting him for that 4th place position. But Graves started to push on the inside line as best he could to build a little bit of a gap. And now we see that he's closing in a little bit on those lead cars, like you had said.
Now this is going to be the stage of the run where the 54 is going to maybe start to struggle here. You see the 38. Oh, goodness, the 38 is pitting. Oh, goodness.
Wow. Very
Gotta
early in
get
the
that
run, and a very hot entry for Merritt. Do we see other cars try to follow him and mimic the run, the setup he's trying to do for this late race?
I do not think that is a good idea at all for the 38. That is just way too early. It would be a mistake if any of these people in the top 4, top 5 react to that. I would be shocked if they do, and yep, they don't. 38, it's just a little bit too early. Is he going to get the lead? Yes, but it's not going to be for long. There's going to be such a big tire advantage for these people that pit here in about 8 laps or so. It's just a little bit too early.
That is really questionable why he would come down so quick. Maybe if he saw something that he thought was advantageous to pit a little bit early, but you're exactly right. A lot of these guys are going to be coming out with 10, 15 lap newer tires than him at the worst.
Yeah, you see some of these people kind of near the back starting to come in. I think the 89 was riding around the top 5, so he kind of followed him in, but we'll see how it plays out. But that is, in my opinion, it's going to be too soon. And you see it here, 1654, 947, all those guys fighting for it. They're staying out. They know what they need to do.
I'm really impressed with this 47's pace to just kind of stay on that back bumper of Lane Graves. I know that Lane is probably saving compared to the 47, but that's what you need to do. You need to stay behind that front runner as quickly as possible. As Tallman's going to come in with 30 laps to go, do you think that's the right call?
Oh, and he was really, really heavy on the brakes. It's going to be close with that. But you see, he was. Oh, and there's a wreck. Oh, is there going to be?
That's weakly.
Oh my goodness! They're going to keep it green. There was no spin, just hard contact with the wall, and that would have been devastating, especially for the cars that stayed out, and would have been a miracle for the ones that pit, like right now. But you saw. Yeah, you saw the 54. He was ripping immediately, really using a lot of tire. So you knew that he was going to be one of the first ones in. That is not surprising. But now Lane moving up, trying to get some tire life now, and he's going to need it. 1.4 to the lead now. That pit window is going to open up very soon for them.
That would have been game-changing for the 54 had that been a caution.
Yeah, he would have started with the lead, but yeah, that definitely would have made things interesting for sure. And the 47, he's not impressed with the pace that the 9 is showing right now. He's going for it, and that kind of just is not the right strategy. You're just gonna slow both of them down. You feel like you could go faster, but usually Lane knows what he's doing, and you see him in the middle now. I think you see the 9 is definitely going to go for the overcut. I imagine he comes in with 22 or 21 to go. It's going to be something like that, would be my guess. But look, oh, here comes Ethan Shapiro into the pits now, and the 47.
So now Lane Graves will assume the lead here, and we have to see, is he going to still take that overcut and wait a few more laps, or is he going to try and follow in with the rest of this crew? I think that you're exactly right. I think he should come in lap 22, 21, and he will get them with the newer tires. It's going to be very interesting to see here.
Yep, and you see, and basically all of his competition has pit now. But with it only being 24 to go now, you can't let it be too much of an undercut. If he waits to pit too long, then it's a gap you just can't recover from with the limited amount of laps left. So I think now you either have to pit this or next time. You can't let it be too big of an advantage. We'll see what happens here. Looks like Lane's going to go hopefully one more. It's going to be a hard, I would say 9 should come in this time. Should.
Yeah, because we're seeing it's to be Brooks and Martineau, last of the lead. Last of the lead lap cars are all coming in the pit, so he would be the last one to pit out of this entire field. Really going to be interesting to see. Does he come in this time, or is he just going to try and hold out? Most importantly, looks like he is going to stay out another lap.
That it's an interesting strategy. I don't know if he's gonna have
So you see
enough
Dave Tallman's
time.
already catching up to. Tallman has already
Honestly,
moved into second.
So the more we see the 9 stay out, I think the car that I think is in the best position to win here, it's that 16 car. Oh, and Lane staying out again. I
don't know. That's
I
a
hope
call.
I hope he proves me wrong, but he's just losing too much time. At this point, he's probably losing like a second and a half a lap, and you get the tire advantage. But if he pits now, he's going to have about 5/10 a lap. About 5/10 a lap better than the likes of the 16. So, oh man, and he's staying out again.
And it looks like Dave Tallman, he's going to come here and he's going to unlap himself. And Shapiro is just now exiting 4, so that's the gap we need to watch here. We need to watch to see, can Dave keep a big gap between him and Shapiro, because this is turning out to be our battle for the win.
Goodness, I don't know.
I'm really
what the strategy
questioning
is now for Lane.
Does he think he has enough to save?
It's
It's too far.
No way.
Guys, I think Lane might put himself going too long.
I completely agree with that, and he's still staying out there.
19
This
to
is
go.
going to be a crazy. He's got to pit now. Like every single time now. Like I thought 22 was going to be too long. It is now 19 to go. There's just too much time being lost here. Oh, come on, please come down pits. All right. Is he? Yes, he is right now.
Yes, he is.
So he's going to have about 7 or 8. Oh, hopefully he got it slowed down enough, but that's going to be about 8/10 a lap would be my best guess. A lap faster than the 16. He's going to be way faster than the 54, but they are going to have a big, big, big head start. It is going to be a very, very interesting finish here. Let's see. Let's see if Lane can catch him. He's probably going to be the fastest out there. He's just got to get it done.
We're about to see probably the hardest drive out of that 9 car, as he is still sitting in the pit lane, as Shapiro, as Tallman passed by, as Carter passes by. All these guys are going to get passed with huge gaps in front, as Graves is going to come out, and he's going to be more than 10 seconds behind our leader. And we just have to see what his pace will be on these laps.
Lane Graves, I don't know, man. 13.5. Oh my God, he just gained so much in one corner.
Yep, but we knew he was going to be faster than the 54. The 54 came at what, 29 to go?
Yeah, true. We got to see how much he gains. So it's 13.08
compared to the
lap.
16. Compared to the 16 is what, and we knew the gain was going to be substantial, but is 12.5 seconds now going to be too much? And I'd say the main gap here is with that 16. The 54, I do not think can win this race. I'd be shocked if he did. The race now, what I believe, is that 9 and that 16.
Yeah, and a point that I want to say is, Lane, if he cannot win this race, he needs to hope the 16 wins, because the 54 is obviously way closer in points. 16, if he wins, that's, he's just still going to be like 20-something back. So if Lane does not win this race, he really needs Shapiro to win over Tallman. Which, you know, Shapiro's really, really fast compared to Tallman right now.
Yep, he's gained about 5/10 in the last 2 laps on Tallman, and let's see if Tallman tries to slow down this 16. I doubt he gives up without a fight, so it's really going to be an interesting finish here. But
Lane is already within 10
Lane,
seconds
yeah,
in a matter of 2 laps.
Lane's a second faster right now. Then the 16, you got 14 to go. He's on pace, but then again, you got to think, is there gonna be a fall off with his tire since he's pushing hard, or is Shapiro gonna fall off more? It's gonna be, I don't know. This could be a really close finish, or it may not even be close at all. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. But right now, Lane really needs this 54 to battle this 16 hard. We'll see.
It just seems like the 54 can really put up no fight here against that 16. Look at how he can just drive into the corner off exit.
oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness! Force him all the way down.
Can Dave try to rotate that middle lane? He's still even with the 16, but can he try to get an exit? I don't think he's going to be able to. He's even with him still. A decent exit for Tallman, as this is good for Lane. If this can carry on for maybe another half a racetrack, this is good, as Tallman is ripping that wall. He may be in it. I don't know if he touched it or not, but he's still going to get another great run off of 2. This is perfect for the 9 car. 54's in the wall, almost comes down and hits the 16. Lane has gained a second and a half because of this battle. It's down to 5.9. Tallman trying to get another run. That battle is going to be over with. 16 takes control, and now the race is on. The 9 versus 16, 5.5 second gap.
Now the next thing is, does Tallman give a fight to Lane when he gets up to him?
I would imagine so, but there's literally, it's going to be like, it's almost undefendable when the 9 gets up to him. It is 5 seconds now. That's about a second and a half gained. That was unbelievable, and that is just what Lane Graves needed. 4.8 seconds to the lead, 10 laps to go.
If Lane somehow manages to pull a victory out of this race, he will have to owe it in large part to Dave Tallman's performance in that short little stint of 2 laps battling Ethan Shapiro. We now see Lane Graves is within 4 1/10 of a second.
Man, if you're a Tallman, you really needed a yellow not too long ago. I think if a yellow were to come out right now, I don't think he's going to have enough time on those tires, because you got to think, remember Lane and them, they do not have any more sets of tires in pits. If a caution came out now, I think it'd be way too hard for Tallman to win. But I don't know. This is like, it's good for Shapiro if he does win this race, but the gap is still really, really large. And because Tallman, I mean, Tallman's not going to gain on Lane at all this race. So now Tallman is just really hoping the 16 can hold on. Tallman can leave this race with, I think, being 18 points back from Lane. The gap could be 18 points if Tallman gets 3rd and Lane gets 2nd. Maybe 19. It may be 19. That's best case scenario that he could hope for, really.
Best case scenario, but now Lane Graves under 3 seconds. He is hauling ass right now and just hitting, perfect corner right there. He's putting together really a masterclass of a final stint, and it's 2.5 now, 7 to go. It's not a gimme. He still's got to go out and earn it, but he's gaining enough as it stands.
Into that high line there.
Lane Graves first place in the points standings, had a 14-point lead entering Tallman today, and he's making a run for the lead right now. It's 2.2 coming to 6 to go. Not really that good of a lap this past one. Going to be really tough, and especially if the 54 tries to put any kind of fight. Lane has 4 wins on the season, We've seen him have a lot of struggles when it comes to strategy, when it comes to just entering pits. Today, I mean, maybe he loses off his strategy again, but maybe he just made a crazy strategy call. We're going to find out, but we see him go to the inside of 54, no contest. 9 clear all around, only person in front of him, Ethan Shapiro. 1.85 to go.
And I love this camera angle because you can hear the tires. You can hear like the sound that it makes through iRacing, and they are screeching. He is using as much tire as he possibly can throughout these corners. And that was an okay corner, only a 10th gained, but I think the big gain is down here in 3 and 4. He can just roll the bottom a lot better. Got another 10th there. He's got to pick the pace up.
Shapiro has to run perfect these last 4 laps. There is no room for error in both of these drivers as we get to the late stages of this.
It's just not looking like it's going to be enough for the driver of the 9. Stayed out just a little bit too long. He is not gaining really at all anymore. Did he use up his stuff? Which, I mean, we know he was pushing hard. He's only gained 1/10 that lap, and that is not good. But all it takes is one mistake by this 16 car. Does he have one mistake to where he gets too loose, loses a lot of time? I don't know. But that's really the only thing that's going to screw him out of a win today, unless a yellow flag comes out before the white.
Oh, we also have some lap traffic up ahead here. I don't know if he'll get it to him in time to have that really play a factor in this, but anything is possible.
It's just not enough. It's just not enough. 2 laps to go, and he's only gained another 10th. It's just he stayed out just a little bit too long, and it's gonna take a miracle now for that 9 car.
Ethan Shapiro going to the bottom of the 31. That's another lap car, but Lane's only gained really just 2/10 in the last maybe 2 laps, 3 laps. So it's not going to be enough. Y flag for the EF 200 at Kansas. The 16 car of Ethan Shapiro leading this race. He has no pressure. All he needs to do is just run a solid, clean lap with no problems, and he's going to win this race. He came into this week 30 points behind Lane Graves. 30 points. You gain 8 points over second place for winning. But Lane also gets 2 bonus points for pole lap, and I'm pretty sure he led the most. So it's only a 6-point gain. So Ethan Shapiro is going to cut the gap to 24 off of turn 4. The 16 of Ethan Shapiro wins the EF 200. Lane is going to finish second. Tallman rebounds and gets third. Dylan Carter, great run, fourth. Aaron Perry, fifth. Gavin Brooks with a surprising great run. He's P6. Eason 7th, Powell 8th. Martineau's going to get 9th, and then Foist in 10th.
What a beautiful race.
Just getting a little bump there. You see? Oh, jeez. A really, really interesting race. Kept me on the edge of my seat, but what it could have been for that 9 car, and it still not the end of the world, still has about 19, 20-point gap. So he didn't do terrible, but he could have just wrapped up the championship at that point if he had that win today. But I say it moves on the next week. Still alive.
16 car burning it down here from Kansas Motor Speedway. Great run for him. Lane just stayed out a little bit too long, did not get back up to try to take that race lead. Overall, great call for Ethan Shapiro. Unlike Daytona, he had a horrible call there. Yeah, I mean, Tallman came into this race 14 points back. Let's see. He loses a point off of position, so that's 5th. So, I mean, Tallman's going to be, what, 17 points back? I think Lane led the most laps, right? Or
yeah, I'd be shocked if he didn't. I'd be shocked.
If he did, Tallman's going to enter next week, which is going to be Phoenix. He's going to enter that race 17 points back. So he's still going to hold P2. Shapiro is going to jump up to 3rd in the point standings, I believe. Going to be around 24 points back from Lane. But Ethan Shapiro is going to get it done here at Kansas. We'll get interviews going. It's going to be Tallman. We get Tallman in here first. Tallman. David Tallman. Got a copy, man?
10-4.
Just walk me through, that last run. You had a great restart. The caution helped you out, got back in this race, had a great start, drove all the way back up to the front. I mean, I was talking about it. You had that extra set. All you needed was one caution, really. You just had one caution fall your way. You probably could have won this race. But walk me through that last pit call strategy and all that and trying to hold off the 16.
Yeah, I didn't know if I had the car to win, so the whole plan was to pit early and bait the 16, 9, the 38, and everybody to pit early with me because I knew I had that extra set, and I was just gonna pray for a caution. And the caution did not come out, and I tried my best to hold the 16 off. I don't know what happened down the backstretch, like my car just jerked right and it slammed into the wall there, so I couldn't hold them up any longer than I could.
Yeah, you're gonna be. I mean, you enter this race 14 points back. Now you're only gonna be 17 back. It's only a 3-point loss, but you really needed that race win to gain on lane. That would have been huge. I don't know, like, what's your mindset entering Phoenix and Olmsted? You still have hope, I believe, right?
Yeah, I still have a bunch of hope. Phoenix and Homestead are probably one of the best 2 tracks in the game, honestly. Homestead definitely. Phoenix, I'm a little iffy. It's hit or miss with that track sometimes, but I'm ready to get after it those next 2 races, and see what we got for that 9 car.
Well, good finish for you today. P3 finish, great run after, getting involved in an early wreck. One more caution and I mean, shoot, you're gonna be the guy on the best tires, but overall
Yeah,
good run for you.
I got one more thing to say. Fuck that 23 car. Hey, I want that shit on stream. Didn't catch the pace car in that first run, so I couldn't take tires. I could only fix my freaking damage. So I was behind the ball because of that number 23 car. Frick him. All right, that's it.
Owen and Tyler, y'all got anything I want to say or ask?
I'm just so proud of you and what you've done.
Thank you. This 54 Combs car was flying today.
Yes, it was.
Owen, you got anything?
Nothing. Just strategy worked out at least in the end, and you got that was damage limitation right there. Thankfully for your case, Lane stayed out a little bit too long, but you're still in it. The fight is still alive. Just got to keep it going into these next 2 races. But good job.
Appreciate it.
All right, good job. Lane Graves, you got a copy?
Gotcha.
Entered this week, up 14. You extended it from 2nd. So I think you only gained 3 points, but you didn't lose any. You only lost points to Shapiro, but that's, I think, going to be like a 24-point gap. So overall, not the worst case scenario for you. It just sucks, you didn't get the win. You got close, but walk us through, your thinking and all that on that last green flag, cycle, that pit stop.
Yeah, well, I was super strong on the long run. Then before that last caution, I was just saving my stuff, and I was coming about 11 laps to pit. I was about ready to turn it up to create a gap, and the caution came out, and with one set of tires, I was kind of worried about a caution coming out on the pit cycle, so I wanted to stay out late, and Shots was, I guess, halfway decent on the long run, and everybody else kind of let him get that gap, and he was good on the medium run, and I just didn't have enough laps at the end to catch him, and I cooked my tires passing everybody. But yeah, it's just another race lost by strategy and short runs. Yeah, I mean, we cooked everybody when we had long runs. Just short runs have been my weakness this year, and another one lost today.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for you. I mean, P2, obviously, I mean, for you, that's bad. I mean, you're obviously, one of the best guys in the league. So that sucks. But like I said, overall, I mean, points wise, you gained. You're going to have a bigger gap next week than you came in with today. So that's one positive thing to look at. You did, kind of extend that gap. I do have a question, though. Brian Russo, what's up? Like, what happened with them? How about with your team?
He missed his pit box, so he stayed out. And then during the green flag run, when he pitted, he didn't have his tires checked or something. So he was on the same set of tires the entire race. And then he said that he got parked. So I don't know what the deal was with that, but he said that he was getting disqualified. So then he left.
He texted me saying he got a meatball.
I guess.
I don't know. He was talking earlier about watch out. I'm gonna win Kansas, win Phoenix, and I'm in the champ. But I don't know. Unfortunate for him. Y'all got any questions or comments for Lane?
I'll go. It just a little bit too long on that pit strategy, but I mean, you came in with a bigger points advantage. So I mean, not the end goal, but just you still got the good gap. I think it was 17 or 18 points to Tallman, and only 2 more races. So just these consistent runs, they'll get you to that end goal. So it'll be all right probably in the end for you, but it was still a strong race. He had us on the edge of our seats there at those last 20 laps, but just go get him next week.
Yeah, the tires just fell off once I got to Dave. They just plummeted. I was pushing pretty hard. Obviously, I was like 13 seconds back, but
exactly. But still really strong run. You showed your pace on the long run, but
these races never end on long runs, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. But still, very strong race.
Any questions, Tyler?
I was just gonna ask if you guys at Team B3, if you were planning on next week going the entire race without switching out your tires, or if that was just going to be something that you did for half the race, like this week.
We'll have to discuss as a team this week to see what the plan is, but I wouldn't write it off. I would not write it off, but I'm not going to tell you our game plan.
What was the question?
Next week.
I was asking if the plan was for next week, if they were just going to run on the one set of tires for the entire race, or if they were going to do what they did this race with only half. But I respect that answer, Lane. I completely understand. You don't want to give the strategy out to other drivers so they can emulate it. But I really look forward to seeing it next week in action.
Yeah, thank you,
One more
guys.
question for you, Lane. You got 2 races left this season. You're running for B3 Designs in the truck mini season. But I have a question. Do you are you open to any new teams next season?
No.
Fuck. Why?
So you don't want to join Venscap Racing?
Nope. I'm in a long-term contract with B3R.
Okay, guys, that stay on 70 lap pull tires, bro. I'm done, dude.
Wants those free paint schemes.
Yeah, he's not leaving because he gets paint schemes.
He's only raced 1 paint scheme, I thought.
Yeah, it's a free paint scheme too. Hey, he's
getting one made for the trucks. And he has a truck one for tomorrow.
Yep, he has a truck one coming tomorrow.
Lane, I have the offer you cannot even pass up. you run an unmarked black, no sponsors car for me next season. I give you no input on strategy whatsoever, and I give you no aid, but all your wins, points, and accomplishments I will take credit for.
It's a pretty good
I'll
deal.
have to ponder on that deal.
Pretty good, pretty good. All right. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
We'll get Ethan in here. Y'all take it away with him. I'm not trying to speak.
Fair.
Okay. All right, you started
Uh,
off then.
Ethan Shapiro, our winner for tonight. How you feeling, man? Great victory, great strategy calls there. What made you do that?
So I was committed to the cut the last run in half no matter what. I pitted at the start of the race, so I was going to have no sets left anyway. And there was, in my mind, I valued the track position a lot. So I was just, I'm going to cut it in half, have as fresh of tires as I can, try to gap lane as much as possible, and like hope he doesn't catch me by the end. I wanted to be able to be ahead of him at the end of the run rather than chasing him because I wanted to be able to like aero block him if I needed to. So I just thought that it was the best way to go about it.
Good boy. Owen, you have any questions?
Got no questions. So, well, actually, I'll give you one. So I assume you were being updated on what the 9 was doing pit strategy wise. Did you think you'd have a really good chance there at the ends, considering he was staying out a lot longer than anticipated, or what were you thinking seeing him pit that late?
I mean, I didn't really have information that he was going to run long, but just knowing Lane and how he saves, I would assume that he would definitely be pitting after me. And I pitted with about 1.4 on him. I just wanted to make sure that I was going in before him either way. So, and I thought that 109 would be a spot where he wouldn't be pitting yet.
Fair enough. Well, good job on the race win. All glory to Israel, and we'll see how you go at these next 2 races. You got Phoenix and Homestead. How do you think your odds are there?
I mean, I don't know. They're not my greatest tracks, but this win is a lot for getting back into the race for that top 3. Kind of felt like I was on the verge of being out of it, after what happened with Talladega and um, my speeding and the wreck at Darlington. But this is goes a long way. So hopefully, just trying to stay in that fight for pretty much second place. I don't think anyone's going to catch Lane, but second place is kind of where we're hoping to get to.
Well, once again, congratulations, and I guess we'll see how we go at it next weekend. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yep, good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was Ethan Shapiro, race winner here, EF 200 at Kansas. Schedule next week, going race 15. It's going to be Phoenix. It's going to be interesting to see how the restarts and just overall racing is going to be there. I expect the restarts to be really chaotic. And, if we get a late race restart, don't know what would happen. I expect people to probably just send it in, not care. And after that, championship race, Homestead. Well, not championship race, but season finale, Homestead. Point standings entering today's race. We had Lane with a 14-point gap over Tallman. He's going to extend that to 17 points. Shapiro, who was down in 5th, he was 30 points behind Lane. He is now going to jump up to the 3rd place spot, jumping Brian Russo and Harley Johnson. Shapiro is going to be 24 points back from Lane entering Phoenix. So overall, Lane does enter next week with a bigger gap, bigger cushion. So we'll see what all happens there. Anyways, race sponsor D3 Designs, one car, almost won. Got second place the other car. Tried a strategy with staying out on 70 lap old tires. Did not end well for him. Anyways, next week we'll be here around 8:55 Eastern time. Stream go up with 9 o'clock being the grid up. Yeah. Anything y'all want to say?
No.
All right, whatever. Owen? Oh.
No, got nothing.
All right, well, tune in next week, 8:55, around going live. We appreciate everybody who did watch.